Hey guys, it's Chelsea. I'm sitting here with the guys of Colony House. How are y'all?
We're great.
Great.
Yeah.
Okay, do you want to introduce yourselves real quick?
Will. I'm Caleb.
I'm Scott. I'm Scott.
Okay, so your album, When I Was Younger, came out back in May. What was the songwriting process like for y'all? You've been on the road and different things like that. I don't know if you're on the road before then, but how does that go? How does that work for y'all?
Well, this was our first full-length album, so the songwriting process spanned from songs that I started writing when I was in high school to brand new songs. We were touring during the recording process, so like we would be home for a couple weeks and we would get in the studio and then we'd go back out on the road for a couple weeks. And so I think being on the road helped more than anything, like figure out like, well, that song worked well live. That song didn't feel good live, so what can we either change about it or should we scrap it all together or whatever. So it was like a real experimental like trial and error songwriting process, which I think will make the new record whenever that happens like maybe a lot easier in a way, because we'll kind of know like, oh, this is how it worked. Anyways, yeah, so that was kind of the process. It was like songs that had been written for years and years, and then brand new ones that we were kind of tweaking in the studio, writing them as we went.
Did being on the road make you like think about a certain song and be like did the road influence your sound at all, like going to different places?
Yeah. So, like Silhouettes, the first track on the record, was a song that we just started like sound checking with. And like our tour manager, front of house guy, was like, I remember him being like, I don't know, guys, about the song. He was like not sure about it because we felt
like we were kind of finished with it a little bit, and we were like, hey, what do you think about this, man? Like, be honest. New song idea. He was like, it's not there yet. Like, I don't like it. It's like, oh.
Yeah, but so like one, it was like a challenge, like because we loved it, and I think because we kind of heard it finished before it was finished, so we were playing it knowing what it could be, but it wasn't quite there yet. So yeah, like the road influences like the decision making so much. Yeah.
Growing up, what were your biggest? I think you described your sound as like, well, y'all said like Cold War kids, and you two, I read somewhere. Is like, do y'all?
We would never compare ourselves to you two.
For
the record, that was not us.
Although we'll take it. Someone wrote that for us.
Only because we're huge fans, and we watched It Might Get Loud last night and the night before.
I think maybe someone described your sound. How would y'all describe your sound then?
Sounds a lot like you two. No, I'm just kidding.
So go buy it. They're just like you two.
He sings like Bono. He has a really Bono-esque kind of voice.
No, I wish. I don't know. It's just like we the genre thing is hard because there's so many people making such crazy different type of music. We feel like we're just kind of like a rock and roll band, with 2 guitars, a bass, and a drum set on stage. So there's not much to it, which we like, because especially at South by Southwest, it's nice not to have much to it because it's crazy. But yeah, we're just kind of like a rock and roll band. We draw inspiration from bands as big as U2, and then our friends that are just coming out of Nashville and like making really awesome music. It's like it's a broad spectrum of influence.
I like that. I like whenever it's not just like narrowed down to one genre so you can explore. So you just got off a tour and you're about to go on another tour with a bunch of really great artists. Yeah. Are we going to see any collaborations come out of it maybe?
Ooh, there will definitely be collaborating on stage. That we try to make that a point on every tour we're on. We just finished with Congos and Sir Sly, and by the end of the tour, it's like camp. By the end of camp, you're like best friends with everyone, even though you're counting down the days till camp ends because you just want to go back home. And then when it does end, you're like, I don't want to go back home. I like these people. That's what the end of tour feels like. So by the end of tour, all these people were coming out on stage during our songs and like jumping around, which was awesome. So collaborations on stage, yes. In the studio, if people will say yes to us, we will ask them to collaborate. Yes.
I'd love to see a Ben Rector Colony House collaboration. That would,
That would be blast.
Hopefully we can make it happen.
well, tell them I said that
All right.
y'all need to make
Chelsea-
it happen.
Chelsea
I'll jump
says.
in. Chelsea,
In Austin.
we need to do something
Yeah.
together.
I think he'll be down. He seems like pretty, from the times that we have met, he's pretty open to trying crazy things.
Yeah. Do you have any?
I don't want to say that.
So do y'all have like, did y'all have any like pranks happen on the tour? Like usually towards the end, I know that things happened. Anything happen backstage maybe or?
There were no crazy shenanigans on this tour. Everyone.
This time we didn't.
Did anyone do pranks?
I don't think so.
This tour, the last tour we did, ended in LA, and LA is such an important city to play. So I feel like when you end in a big city, you just don't.
No one wants
You
to
kind of
mess
just
up the
play your show, and you have fun, and you get everybody to come out.
I'll tell you what our end of tour prank was gonna be.
Okay.
All right, so our end of tour prank on the Congos, which I think they would have been cool with.
I don't even
although
know, they don't know this. I hope
they
they
don't.
see this
yeah,
interview.
yeah. This would be funny because at least we're saying what would have happened.
Yeah.
But it was right, like Will was saying, it was LA, and we were like, man, there's probably important people here that that we don't want to like blow the vibe. They have this song. I forget what song it is. What's it called? I know. I
It's a new
forget.
song, I think.
Okay. Well, anyways, they have great like production, everything. They have these video walls, and on the back,
I don't mind.
I don't mind.
I don't mind.
Yeah, yeah, it's a sweet song, and they have these projectors that are projecting onto these screens, and like it's all these like sexy girls dancing, like it's like shadow dancers, and they're like scantily clad, and our idea was
They're
we
not
would.
live there.
Yeah, it's like
They're
a-
just.
Yeah, yeah,
they
they're
don't
being
travel
projected.
with the
They're
tour
being
every day.
they're being projected on these
It's
screens.
an image on the screen.
And so, since it's rear projected, we wanted to sneak out when the lights go out
There's
and
3
be the shadow dancers because the projections we would have been on the screens instead of these girls because we would have been in front of them. That would have been the tour prank.
It would
of
have
all.
been the ultimate prank.
It would have been perfect.
But
Again, you end in LA, you just don't do that. I feel like it's too big of a
Their
city.
manager was there.
Yeah,
He could have
at least at that point, we couldn't really get kicked off the tour.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Over.
We should have gone for it. Dang it.
Damn, hindsight.
Well, now you have to really do something for the next tour.
That's right.
Okay.
See some
With Ben
shenanigans
Rector.
happening on this.
Yes.
With
to
Ben,
Ben
yes,
Rector.
to Ben.
Okay, so one last question. If you only had a week to live, what are like you could do any 5 things during that whole week, including eating a certain kind of food, like down to that. What would it be?
Now, is this a realistic like? Can we like teleport places, or do we have to take a plane? I think should we
I
be
think- I
realistic?
think-
You have 5 days or 5 things to do in a week. 5 things to do in a week.
So we need to be realistic with travel.
I think that I would say like, because I'm into Harry Potter, I would say like being able to transport, but I feel like for the sake of the question,
Let's be
being
real.
realistic.
Reined
Okay.
it in.
So it like minimizes what you
Yeah,
can
yeah. Let Will go first.
do. Okay.
Do I have to do 5, or are we doing 5 things as a band?
You're obviously going to do more than 5 things in 1 week.
Yeah.
But these are the top 5.
Top 5
Yes.
that you would do if you're going to die 1 week from today.
Oh my, skydive.
I went skydiving.
Tim McGraw. I know. Skydive maybe would be one. I don't know.
It's a tough question.
Spend time with my family. A lot of time with my family. That includes my lovely wife. I would want to go somewhere awesome. I don't know where. Man, this is a hard question to just say.
Yeah,
You
on
got to
the
kind of
spot.
think about it, but it's. I
That's
mean,
why they
2
let
of
you
them
go
are maybe skydiving and hanging with my family and wife.
Do you want us to come back?
Yeah, yeah. We can come back.
Maybe the last day I would try to surf like a huge wave
And go out.
and just go out on a massive wave. I said that like I know how to surf. I don't really
Well,
know how
that's
to
why
surf,
it'd be the
but
way you
it's
go
kind
out.
of a dream
We all
of all
went
of
in
ours
San
to
Diego.
surf.
Last week.
So that'd be kind of awesome because like surfing's so fun and to surf a massive wave, and if that's what took you out, it'd be kind of like,
Well,
I was gonna go.
um,
It's a lot more epic than a disease or whatever. They don't even know what we.
yeah, I don't know what it is.
The apocalypse.
Eat. Oh, I would eat the best. I'd spend so much money on food all week. Like, I'm talking good food. Like, yeah, a lot of good food.
Probably shoot up to the northeast.
And then maybe like, yeah, maybe travel and see like, I don't know, the Northern Lights would be pretty cool or something like that. Like something pretty, or like New Zealand. I've heard it's pretty rad.
Although you kill like 3 days just trying to get there.
That's what I'm saying though. That's what I'm trying to think about that. So, I don't know. Yeah. I don't want to sit on a plane for the last 5 days of March.
This is what I'm saying. Okay, I'm gonna stay in Franklin, Tennessee for the last week that I am dying.
Last week I'm dying.
I'm
You're not
going
dying,
to.
It's the apocalypse. You're not
Oh.
sick.
The zombie apocalypse.
Oh, definitely like out in the country
I
in
definitely
Franklin,
last more
Tennessee.
than a week then.
Zombie apocalypse. This changes the question because I've thought about this question a lot.
Okay. Let's hear it.
But because like one, yeah, I think I'm able to like survive more than a week based on the preparation.
Okay.
I'd get everyone in my family. Fortunately, we all are in the Nashville, Franklin area, and my wife's family, same. We'd go out to Kingston Springs, where her family lives on a farm. Not a super, there's not a lot of people there, so not as many zombies.
Okay, yeah.
Her dad's a doctor, so we got that going for us. He also is a survival, he has a backpack packed at all times.
5 things.
No. She changed it to the zombie apocalypse.
Question is more.
Okay. Anyways, we're going away from the zombie apocalypse. We're going back to just the apocalypse.
Okay.
Staying in Franklin, having probably a bonfire out at my parents' house. Wait, is this 7-day week?
Mhm.
Okay. I'd go 4 of the 7 days. I'd probably smoke a cigar with my dad 4 of those 7 days as well.
Okay.
Pappy Van Winkle. I drink a bottle of Pappy Van Winkle.
Every day. I'd buy a bottle.
I'd
for
buy
every
a
day.
bottle, so I drink a bottle of I would not drink one every day. I would drink one over the last week of my life, that's 3 things. I would eat my mom's white bean chicken chili. Probably be my death meal, my last day, right before I was raptured, and then I think I'd go and then I definitely want to make Barbara's, the like home cooking restaurant like 5 minutes away from my parents' house. I want to make a stop there to say bye to Norma, our waitress that always waits on us there.
You got like 10 things at this point.
No, that was 5. I think that was 5, right on it.
You got it. Okay.
Just give us a quick 5.
Yeah.
I'd probably like lease a super fast car for like 1 week.
This is what I'm talking about.
Because I've had the same car for forever and it's not fast and it's not cool. So yes, I'd lease a super fast car for a week. I would start every day at my favorite coffee shop because I miss it whenever I'm not in town. Crema in Nashville. Shout out Crema. I would. These aren't things that I would actually do. I'm just trying to be dramatic at this point. But I might like take out a credit card and like buy all the guitar gear I've ever wanted and turn it up super loud and just play for like a whole day. That's 4. And I would eat somehow if I could like. I love good seafood from the coast, and so maybe I'd like get it like mailed in or something. I don't know. Figure something out. Just maybe like
figure out a way to get a private jet.
Figure out a way to get a private jet. Just
Or
take a
teleport.
We can figure
take a
that.
super quick. Yeah, we're back to teleporting at this
Yeah.
point. Get a super quick like day trip to the Northwest and have some wonderful IPAs and seafood, and make it back down to Nashville just in time to Bite the dust with some friends.
Sorry.
Those were
for
no, those
that.
were great.
Sorry.
Those were great answers. Okay, well, it was great to meet y'all.
Great
Thank
to
you
meet
for
you.
sitting with me, and good luck on all of your shows at South by in the future.
Appreciate it. Yeah, it was fun.